Hey guys, welcome to my channel Miss Recap. Today I am going to explain a 2021 American superhero movie called Eternals. The movie begins with the Eternals, believing they are from planet Olympia, receiving their mission from the Celestials through their leader, Ajak, also called the Prime Eternal. Only she is able to communicate with Arishem, one of the Celestials. They suit up and get ready to receive their mission to Earth by boarding the Domo, their spacecraft. They believe their mission is to eliminate deviants, brings consuming intelligent life on every planet. They arrive in 5000 BC Mesopotamia, evacuating local people from deviant attacks and befriending them. Sersi, an eternal being able to manipulate matter, is most attached to humans and is often followed around by Ikaris, one of the strongest Eternals who has feelings for her. Ikaris counts as their best fighter, able to fly and shoot cosmic energy beam from his eyes. The team also has Dina, a skillful warrior, Gilgamesh, a powerful but caring being, Kingo, who can project energy blast from his hand, Duke, a mind manipulator and telepath, Phastos, a genius mind, Macri, a speedster, and Sprite, an illusionist. After the fight, Sersi enhances a plate and gives it to a human child. In the present day, the same plate is displayed on a giant screen in London's busy intersection as Sersi hurries down to the Natural History Museum to give lesson to high school students. Dane Whitman, her current love interest, welcomes her to class. When giving the lecture, a big earthquake happens. At night, after hanging out in a pub, Sersi, Sprite, and Dane are heading home when they are suddenly attacked by a deviant. They notice that the deviant knows where they are and are only attacking them, not humans. It also can heal itself like Ajak. Out of nowhere, Ikaris appears and forces the deviant to retreat. Dane demands an explanation of Sersi's true identity and mission, and she explains how they thought they eradicated all deviants 5 centuries ago, and they will not interfere with all man-made conflicts. They still stay on Earth long after the deviants were eradicated to wait for their instructions to go home. Dane also asked about Ikaris, Sersi's past lover for 5000 years before he left. Ikaris suggests that they need to find the others, so they head to Ajak. Turns out Ajak is already dead, presumably by deviant attack. Morning, they flash back to old times, in 575 BC Babylon. After defeating the deviants and evacuating humans, Ajak communicated with Arishem through the sphere embedded in her chest. She told Arishem that she feels something special about this planet, but he reminded her not to come to attack to humans and only focus on their mission. Phastos showed an advanced design of the steam engine, which he would show to humans, but Ajak refused his idea and let humanity evolve slowly. At night, there was having a firework party. Sersi and Ikaris bonded and they confessed their love for each other. Centuries later, in the Gupta Empire, they married. Back to the present day, Sersi is still mourning Ajak's death, when suddenly the sphere inside Ajak's body moves into Sersi's, symbolizing Sersi as a prime eternal. She visualized seeing Arishem but quickly regained her composure. Sprite and Ikaris are worried about her, if she is experiencing a psychological condition known as Madvari, as experienced by Dina. Back in 1521 AD, Tenochtitlan, the Eternals were just defeating the last of the deviants when Dina suddenly went rogue and hurt other Eternals. She was healed by Ajak erasing her memories, but she begged to have her memories back. Gilgamesh supported her, even though he risked having her gone rogue again. Drew confronted Ajak, doubting her decisions and her rules about them not interfering with man conflicts. He abruptly left soon after. Ajak disbanded the group, allowing everyone to live a life on their own. Back to the present day in Mumbai, the group meets with Kingo, now a renowned Bollywood star, always accompanied by his loyal valet, Karun. They go to Australia, meeting Gilgamesh and Dina. During a feast, Sersi still thinks about her new position as Prime Eternal, goes outside, and tries hard to communicate with Arishem again. She finally succeeds and learns that their main mission on Earth is not to eradicate deviants, but to prepare for the birth of a celestial named Tiamat, a phenomenon called the emergence. To grow, it needs a vast amount of energy from intelligent life. Deviants are also Arishem's creation, but they defy their true purpose to eradicate apex predators on every planet and evolve to become predators themselves. With them being predators, a planet would never have enough intelligent life for the emergence of the celestial. Sersi is shocked to know that everyone on Earth will die for the emergence and more shocked when she knows planet Olympia does not exist, as Eternals are built and programmed by Arishems in a place called the World Forge. They have their memories stored there, then are sent on mission with no recollection of memories. She explains her finding to the group, deduces that they need to find a way for the emergence to not consume innocent lives, or at least put Tiamat to sleep. To realize this plan, they must go to Drew deep in the Amazons. Drew has mixed feeling upon learning the truth and initially refuses to help the team. Suddenly, the deviants ambush them when Ikaris is about to sell Sersi something. Dina goes rogue again while Gilgamesh is desperately fighting with deviants. Outpowered, Gilgamesh is killed, but luckily Dina regains consciousness and quickly runs to him. The deviant absorbs Gilgamesh's powers as it did with Ajak. Sersi plunging into a pool with a deviant, touches it and uses her ability to transform the deviants into a tree, something she has never done before. They mourn Gilgamesh's death and cremate him in Hindu tradition before Dina scatters his ashes into the river. The team decides to seek Phastos' help despite knowing that Phastos had given up on humanity a long time ago. A flashback shows the condition after the 1945 Hiroshima atomic bombing when Phastos regretted his decision to help humanity advance. In the present day, Phastos lives with his husband and child in an ordinary house when Ikaris and Sersi pay him a visit. After hearing the truth, Phastos deduces that Ajak refused to let him help humanity advance in a way he intended to, because it will not create enough population intended to feed Tiamat. Although initially refuses to join the plan, he finally agrees to help after his husband convinces him to go. All the assembled Eternals then go their Domo spacecraft, buried in present-day Iraq. They find Macri already inside, and they begin to discuss strategies to execute their plan. Phastos explains that Celestials are energy generator and imbued Eternals. They are creations with an infinite amount of cosmic energy. From the information that deviants are now able to absorb Eternals' energy, he theorizes that he can construct a device for Eternals to absorb their own energies as well. The unification of the Eternals will create a unimind, providing enough energy for Drew to mind control Tiamat to sleep. Macri asks what will be done next, to which Sersi replies they can find humans a new home on another planet. Sprite argues that space colonization could take decades. Sersi replies again that the process could be accelerated with Eternal's help. However, Kingo is also doubtful of the plan and asks Ikaris for his opinion. Kingo and Sprite think that Ikaris is their strongest member, so he should be their leader. To which Ikaris politely states that Ajak already chose Sersi, then he storms away from the room. Kingo follows him, saying he would have followed him as he always did. But Ikaris is unsure of himself. Outside, he remembers events of 6 days ago, when he visited Ajak in her cabin. Turns out Ajak already told him about the emergence, that they only had 7 days left and needed to assemble the others. However, Ajak was unsure that the people of this planet deserved to die for a celestial birth, to which Ikaris disagrees. He was really shocked to know that Ajak would plan to stop the emergence. Ajak explained that she saw the people of Earth live their life and change her perception of Arishem's plan, including when they succeed in bringing back half the population erased by Thanos 5 years ago. Ikaris took Ajak to Alaska, where they discovered newly awakened deviants. He told her that he never doubted his purpose even though he kept Ajak's secrets from the others for centuries. He pushed her from the cliff and watched as she was killed by the deviants, then took her body back to her cabin. Back to the present day, Sersi finds Ikaris and approaches him. They embrace each other again and walk back to the Domo when Sersi is surprised by a pulse of energy from her sphere. She realizes that the emergence has begun. Phastos has still not figured a way to construct the Unimind, then asks Macri to find the point of emergence. To Sersi's surprise, Ikaris suits up. Then he explains that he would not let anyone disturb the emergence, even if it means he must kill his fellow Eternals. He attacks Phastos' work, then Sersi explains to the group that Ikaris knew about the emergence all along. However, she is curious why Ajak did not choose Ikaris to replace her. Drew, being a mind reader, exclaimed that Ikaris kills Ajak. Ikaris tells the rest of the team that they will not succeed against him, then prepares to leave just as Sprite announces she will join him. They leave to the point of emergence. The group is still in shock. Then Kingo also leaves as he believes they should not turn against the Celestials and does not want to fight Ikaris. Duke tells them that they need to have a backup plan. Phastos learns that Sersi was able to turn a deviant into a tree, even though she is still unsure how she did it. She also denies the idea that she can do the same to a Celestial. Dina approaches her and convinces her of her leadership position and her ability. Then Phastos runs to her to ask about the sphere inside of her. He theorizes that he can repurpose that sphere to serve their plan. He succeeds. Then the group suit up and go to the point of emergence, which is an island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Ikaris and Sprite, already on the island, watch the volcanic eruption as they see the domo approaching. They plan to keep the other Eternals busy so they would not disrupt the emergence. Ikaris attack the domo, encountering Dina inside. Duke, Macri, and Sersi are preparing to begin the Unimind on the beach. However, just when he put Tiamat to sleep, Ikaris notices it and attacks Duke. Macri evacuates Phastos, Dina, and Sersi, then brutally attacks Ikaris. Sersi realizes she now has to deal with transforming Tiamat as Duke cannot put him to sleep anymore. She goes to the mountain but is stabbed by Sprite. Luckily, Sprite is knocked unconscious by Duke, so Sersi can continue her plan. Phastos, with the help of his devices, traps Ikaris down. However, the deviant comes to aid Ikaris and encounters Dina, almost killing and absorbing her powers. When Dina snaps back into reality and beheads him. When Tiamat is emerging, Sersi turns him into a marble stone and Ikaris escapes. When he is about to kill her, he cannot bring himself to do it, so she continues with her plan. The Unimind finally forms, to which Ikaris and Sprite are also linked. With that power, Sersi can completely turn Tiamat into stone. She goes back to the group, embraced by Macri and the others. However, Ikaris leaves flying to the sun. Sprite wants to transform into a normal human, able to grow up and die, to which Sersi agrees to do. The group separates again with Sersi, Phastos, Sprite, and Kingo remaining on Earth, while Duke, Macri, and Dina board the domo in search of other Eternals. Sprite goes to school while Sersi spends time again with Dane. However, she is suddenly unconscious and taken away from Earth by Arishem. He takes Phastos and Kingo as well and plans to judge them from their act of killing an Eternal and sparing life on Earth. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel.